Hello. How we doing, everybody? How's it going? Sounds to me, Hope, that you need to complain so that you can get your money back. Because that fucking sucks. Like, even if you got it, you should still complain to try and get your money back. Because if I had to wait an hour and a half for food, I would not be impressed. I would not be impressed. Anyway, it's an important day. It's important. Pay attention, everybody. Important. Pay attention. Are you here? Hello? There's some important. Pay attention. Psst, psst, psst. Jingle jangle. The back rooms. Jingle jangle. The back rooms. It's important. I hope you're paying attention. It's important. It's Das's birthday. You have to wish them a happy birthday. Very important. Gotta wish Das a happy birthday. Thank you for being a good friend and a good mod. There you go. Duty done. Now I can go back to insulting them. Okay, we have 6 rings now. Look at all those UVs. Oh my god. How am I going to do this? For a start, you should probably put the music on. I'm not going to play for now because it's really not worth it. I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it. It's 100% worth it. Do it now. Yeah, do it. The worst result is nothing happens. The best result is you get your money back. So what is the negative? Okay, so let me see. I might need to separate these out. I don't know yet. Negative is that I'm living in a great country. I don't know what you mean by that. You're not the person at fault here. You paid for a service and the service was mediocre. Okay, so we have the plane and the square, and they all are there. Where's the signet ring? Move the signet ring across. So the signet ring also uses the rings mat. Well, they all do, because they were duplicated from the original one. Good morning, I hope you're having a wonderful Friday. Hi, Nan! I'm doing well. I've had a unremarkable day, which is generally preferable, though I was awoken by construction noises, but I wasn't awoken early. I was awoken at the time I should get up, so I was mostly just angry about the manner in which I was woken. I was like, fine, I have to get up anyway, and be grumpy about it. Love waking up to the sound of stonecutters. But that's just me. But yeah. Been for my walk, had some food, started stream. That's kind of my day. Because most of my day is on stream, especially because we're having community night tonight, which is just Minecraft again. I don't normally like doing stuff twice, but everybody is playing on the Minecraft server, and I've had a week, so I just want to play Minecraft. Hello, Rex. So it's Minecraft tonight. The wolf head has so much detail that that's probably going to be its own thing. The square. The signet. plain, gem. So plain, gem, plain, signet, and the square all share the same UVs. To the point that, in fact, these could be made bigger. These bits could be made bigger. So they get a bit more space. Looks complicated. Yeah, it is complicated. But when you know, you know. Celtic ring and wolf head. Woof. Okay, what's the state of the Celtic ring? UV. Right. Could make that smaller and have some of the wolf stuff occupy the same space. So we could have Celtic and wolf share a material. Okay, there is potential for Celtic and wolf to share. Let's grab all of these. Just move them off to the side for a moment. And then grab both of them like that. So we made this layout, but we can change this layout. We can change it. See, I'd like to keep these in this order because it has an order around the ring. That would be nice. This requires some thought. I have to think. And thinking is hard. Nothing, but I won't use that service for food. Well, fair enough. Voting with your wallet is also a very important thing to do. If you don't like a business, and you take a business elsewhere. I need to fit that in somewhere. That's probably going to have to do. I don't know if you heard already, but I got my Vichu working yesterday evening. Oh, nice! Well done! Ugh, hard thing to do. Well done. I hope you're happy with it. Okay, those are not touching. Oh, that is not quite on the thing. Just in case. Okay, there we go. So, Celtic and Wolf share a material. So 6 rings, 2 materials. So we want to... Can I just duplicate this mat? Or not? I have to tie up my hair because it's so humid today, guys. My long hair down my back is making me warm. Did Monster Center today, did my dailies, 3 handy, 5 flying wyverns, 3 plain, 3 tempered, and 3+5 ranks of the radar got bully 5 times. Hey, nice! You love it when all your dailies line up into just hunt one guy. We love that. I haven't played Monster Hunter in ages. You're probably higher rank than me now. Been busy with other stuff. Well, it's so humid today. You know when it was like 30 degrees a week ago and I was complaining that it was 40% humidity and 30 degrees? Now it's 50% humidity. It's even more humid. Ugh. It feels so warm today. The temperature is lower, but it feels warmer because it's so humid. 203? Yeah, I don't think I'm in 200, so yeah, your hunter rank will be higher than mine. Das found the White Dragon game. Only took us 2 attempts to get you to play it. Well, was the progression starting at the same time as everyone else definitely helped. Well, that's because you're King FOMO. Sky is open weather, please decide. Amen. There's clouds, but the odd bit of sun, but it's so humid. Ugh. I think it's going to be very humid over the weekend. There is going to be rain. So, ugh. Gross. Rename this map ring_1 map. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna save as, and we're gonna do number 5. Oops. Substance. Because we're gonna be in substance today. And all we're going to do for the substance one is just separate them all out so they're all side by side instead of on top of each other. Okay, Celtic and Wolf should be next to one another. Stop doing that, Blender. Move something when I physically grab it. Don't just do it here. I want to grab something when I've grabbed onto it. Also, for this guy, I need to set his origin. Okay, that's a problem for the main thing, though. There we go. So that's the substance. Should I, like, separate the gems out? Do you think? Hi! Evans the brain cell, can you loan it back to Kay for a sec? Oh no, why? What's happening with Kay? But I need it, I'm working! Oh my god, what is this? Minecraft chat logs! In the year of our Lord and Saviour 2025. A chat log? Yeah. Yeah. I want this framed. Pray these reduce fall damage enough. Krauser fell from a high place. This screenshot could be from 15 years ago. This screenshot could be from 15 years ago. You could tell me it was 15 years old and I'd believe you. I know, right? Forbidden soup. I'm glad to see that you both are enjoying your day playing Minecraft. He's on his 4th attempt to getting his shit back from the lava hole he lost it in. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't. Has he considered a fireproof potion? I don't think he's considered anything against the salute this situation. Uh-huh. Oh, boy. I love you guys. Ah! Blah. I was having a shit day too. Who knew I just needed to watch Case? Amazing. Amazing. Is it really humid by you as well? It's so bad I'm in hell. It's so humid. It's more humid than I said earlier. It's more humid than it was when it was 30 degrees. So even though it's cooler, it feels like just as bad. Because it's so humid. Right, yeah, I painstakingly stitched these together, huh? There we go. See, I'm not going to be able to separate that out. That is intertwined. That ain't happening, Chief. In related news, I've posted the Final K update and I'm going to stand in a cold shower for a while. Enjoy! There's 60% down here. Jesus Christ. That's even worse. A cup date? Amazing. 20 of 70%. Well, you're next to, like a bay, aren't you? So that's even worse. The benefit of being in the Midlands. Because Kells is near many rivers. I imagine central Birmingham is pretty shit with all those canals. It's 50-50 when you're near, like, a bay or something, or the ocean, it's 50-50 of either it's worse or it's considerably better. Yeah. 50% humidity, but only 5% chance of rain. But 40% chance of rain tomorrow. The weather in England is shit. Summer is the worst month. Okay, there's our substance painter layout. Blue imprisoned me and punished Voz by her absence yesterday. I'm sorry, okay? I don't know how party permissions work in this mod pack. And it's not my party, so I don't even know if I can do it. I forgot, okay? And with you, I'm sorry. With Voz, I'm not sorry. Because why is Voz dying on my roof? Shouldn't be up there. Yeah, you I apologise for. I didn't realise you couldn't open the door. I'm not sorry for Voz. Dog got a lot of pets though. Good. Good. Object, apply, all transforms. Right, that sets that back down to there. I should probably move these back to the origin, huh? For purposes of texturing. Object, apply all transforms. You don't have to think to apologise, it was pretty funny. Voss had an issue with landing and expired, something you know a fair amount about. I do. And the amount of shit that I get given for it means that he also gets shit for it. Core. Right? Isn't that how it goes when someone does something similar, that they should also get shit for it instead of everyone going, it's okay, we forgive you? Fucking bullshit. Yes, I'm still salty. Fucking bullshit. I can agree with that. Thank you. Alright. Export that file, export FBX. Rings underscore substance FBX. Mesh only, FBX all. Export. See how this looks. I dislike Unity strongly. It's hard to work with. It is hard to work with. It is hard to work with. But like any program is hard to work with when you don't know it, but I also am not a fan of Unity. It's probably my least favourite part in the entire step. But we're going to begin Unity today at some point. I did not mean to open Guild Wars next to each other on my hotbar. Blender is so much easier. Yep, it is. Are you sure about that? When Substance works, it's good, but even when it doesn't work, even when it does work, Unity can still be a piece of shit. Logs into Guild Wars. Did you get all your drops? I think today is the last day for Guild Wars drops. Unity has so much more to worry about. Yeah, that's the thing. It has so much more to worry about and so much more that can go wrong. Mm-hmm. That's why I sit here and I'm like, look, maybe the cobble base didn't do well, but that shit is optimized, okay? I did my heckin' best. I got none of the drops because I forgot. I think they're still going. I got them all. But I think today's the last day, so you probably want to leave, like, your computer on Guild Wars, like, all day. Took me a sec to remember where I'd saved them. I forgot to tick the selected only. Let's see. Export. FBX. Selected objects. Mr. Tick. Mr. Tick in the tick box. Export. There we go. Ring 1 and ring 2. Right. Just go gold. Probably the easy choice. Cobble is amazing, shush. I'm still proud of it. It didn't really sell, but I'm still proud of it, okay? I think it's good. I think I mentioned it a couple of times. I've been toying in my brain with the thought of maybe making another Avatar base, but the problem is that it's a big time sink. And obviously, you know, being quite motivation driven, it's like, well, the last one didn't do well, so if I sink all that time into it and it doesn't do well, you know, it's the usual stuff. Excuse me. Ah. Considering PK is abandoned, should I build a house in his walls? That would be funny. Thank you, Hope. That would be funny. Damn, the silver is very corroded. Grunge, yeah, I don't think I want the grunge on it. I see. Save as. New folder. Rings. Bye, Hope. Enjoy your lurk. with that. Right. I'm trying to remember how I did the gem on the staff that I used. I think I used this glass visor and mess around with it. I think that was how I did it. We're not going to put opacity on this so that it's quest compatible. Hi, Husk. What is your question? Do you use a drawing pad for your PC? I do, yes. I use a Wacom Intuos. It is not a display tablet, it is just a drawing tablet. A display tablet is the kind of tablet where you're basically drawing on the screen. Mine is not that kind. Currently I'm using my mouse, you can probably hear me clicking. My two monitors can't do that. That's because they're not technically monitors. It's not a monitor, it is a tablet. It is... What I possess is one of these, not this exact brand, but I possess one of these. It's just a blank thing, and basically it requires you to have good hand-eye coordination, because basically you're looking at your screen while you draw on this, so you're not looking at what your hand is doing. I have something like this. A display tablet are expensive. And a display tablet has a screen on it. Pen displays. And they can essentially function as a monitor because they project your screen and you can draw on them. They're quite bulky. I do not have one. They're also very expensive. If anybody ever comes to me and says, "What should I have for my first tablet?" I would always say, have a basic pen tablet, because the display ones are so expensive. Get a basic one of these first, and I believe an Intuos is the one that I have. Not that exact one because my button layout is different. So mine's an older model now, but I think it's a medium I have, an Intuos medium, but mine has a different button layout. There are other brands as well. Wacom is an expensive brand, but to be fair, mine has lasted quite a long time. I'm trying to learn Blender with my art, is how I use a mouse, so I'm getting a drawing tablet to help. I've always used a mouse for digital art. I use two things. I model in Blender with a mouse, but that's because I do box modeling, which we've talked about before. So just turn on one of these for an example. Friendly reminder that I didn't make this. I'm just using an example. So as an example, when I do my modeling, I do a lot of clicking of points and manipulating them, which I do with the mouse. Sometimes I turn on the soft select, but I still use the mouse for it. However, when I draw, I use a tablet, and generally when I texture, I use the tablet. In the brief experience I have had sculpting, I found sculpting to be nicer with a tablet. But my technique doesn't typically involve sculpting. I do pixel art. I 50-50 in pixel art. I 50-50. Sometimes I tablet, sometimes I mouse with pixel art. I 50-50. For example, these sprites I made like 3 weeks ago for that game that literally just got posted in chat. That's very funny. A lot of that was actually done by mouse. A lot of that was. A lot of this was just mouse. Just sort of individually going in and drawing with the mouse. Because they are quite small. Larger sprites I have started with a tablet. You're also using Aseprite. Aseprite, the definitive program for pixel art. I will not hear otherwise. Aseprite, best program for pixel art, specifically. Someone is going to pay me to do their persona in pixel art. It has a lot of curves and not very good at doing curves. If you're using Aseprite, Aseprite has a curve tool, which works very well with mouse. You do that in a darker color so you can see. You click, drag, release, and then bend the curve. And that works with a mouse. If you're at the point where you're taking... Is it free? No, I was going to say, but if you're at the point where you're taking commissions for pixel art, you should get Aseprite. If you're at the point where you're taking commissions for it, it is a good investment for you to get Aseprite. The definitive pixel art program. There's so many good tools in here. And pretty much... Probably like 99% of the sprites I have made for the game have been made in Aseprite. I made a motorbike. And turn around with the motorbike. How much is it? I think it is... I want to say 15. Aseprite. Buy now. There is a free trial version if you want to try it. It's $20, which is probably about £15. Obviously, currency conversions. There is a free trial version on their website. This is it here. Google it. This is their website, Aseprite. Go to their website. There's a free trial version, apparently. Don't know what it is because I haven't tried it. I literally just bought Aseprite the moment that I started getting commissioned for pixel art and working on the game. I was like, I need this program because I know it's good. And, yeah. That is... I don't feel like I have many hills I will die on, but Aseprite being the program for pixel art is definitely one of them. As you can see, it's got a built-in timeline for animation. Just very good. Has very useful tools. Never heard of it? Well, now you have. Aseprite also has a lot of useful tools for game engines, specifically, as well. It has, like, some engines. I believe Godot is one. Godot, there is a plugin for Godot that literally, like, will plug in with Aseprite to make game tiles, like you're seeing here. And things like that. I used to use pixel art, which was a website, but it's very annoying. Yeah. That's all the artists that were in the video. Yeah. Aseprite is great. It is great. If you've seen Sam's pixel art on the Discord, Sam also uses Aseprite. Yeah, what else have we got? Other examples? Aseprite files. Dialogue portraits. Again, I did one of me. One of Chaotix, main character of the game. These are all in Aseprite. Environment sprites. Planet Pum Pum is the best one. Here, this is just a document of them all combined into one. So these are all tiles for a game that I did. Rocks with vines. I was very proud of this tree. It's a good tree. Grass and dirt. Decals. This bright pink is the transparency for the game engine, so you can just like place them on the ground. Different plants, animation for the plants because the plants move and some of them attack you. A composite bridge, so that you can take these individual segments and glue them all together to make a bridge of whatever length. Glowy cracks. Animation of not glowing, animation of is glowing, and you transition between the two with just a simple tween. Vines, which as you can see were just a repurposed version of the cracks. And these all put together make the levels. As a rough example that I did of how they would all look, sort of like littered all around the place. Game character for scale. And I did all of this in Aseprite. For the game that's on Steam. We've got some other ones as well. The Hell Planet, full of horrible blood. And the skeleton, again, these are just individual things, so you can drag and place them in the game engine. But all the sprites were made in Aseprite. And we even had one animated one, which was this exploding crater. This was also done in Aseprite. If we go here, here's the animation with all the different frames. You sort of see how I have these little bits of lava sort of bleh over to the side. Just animation. So built-in animation in Aseprite. So Aseprite, 10 out of 10. And we also have the cutscenes, the quote-unquote cutscene images, which are much bigger, really big, as opposed to the little images. These are really big because they're meant to fill the whole screen. I kind of like little pixel art. But Bossman wanted these really big, so they're very big, chunky brushes. But a lot of what I do with my other digital art comes through here, such as line weight, which we can see here in these folds, which is having the lines taper. When you're like working with thicker lines, having them taper a little bit, I just think it adds a nice bit of detail. You can see we have a little bit in some areas on the edge of this fur and stuff. Line weight, thinner lines as well. Thin lines here, thick lines here. And this is all just like general art. This doesn't apply to pixel art, this just applies to general art. Do I have something to show? What do I have to show for my example? Commissions. One of PK's stickers, probably a good one. This little guy. So you see here how we have thin lines here, thin lines that taper to a point on the points, and then we have like a thicker line at the bottom. This it's very hard to, it's one of those things where it's like you may not visually notice, but if you see here the line on the underside of the arm, it's actually thicker than the line at the top side of the arm, which is to essentially imply shadow without it being an actual shadow, because you can see the shadow is here. But the thickness of the line on the underside is kind of implying a little bit of shadow, and then we have the thickness at the top. You see, like the line on the bottom of his feet is thicker than, say, the line on the top of his head. And again, the horns go to a point and stuff. So that's all stuff that just applies to any form of art, not even pixel art. But yeah, if you're at the point where you're doing pixel art commissions, get yourself Aseprite, because like there's lots of free art programs that are pretty good for just doing art, and you can definitely get by doing art commissions with them. But pixel art specifically, I cannot sing the praises of Aseprite enough. Done that in most of my recent art. Good. Excellent. We love to see it. My face tracker's misbehaving again. Oh well. So yeah. So potential alternative, if your specific problem is you're struggling to do curves, instead of putting down, you know, $60 on a tablet, try $20 on Aseprite, which has a curve tool. Try the free trial, see what it does, and see how you like it. So that's the thing, you're considering buying a tablet, and then you ask if Aseprite is free, and it's like, well, if you're reserved to spending money anyway, then spend money on something cheaper that might solve your problem. But give the free try a go and see what you do. I bought it from Steam, which has local pricing, F&I. Yes, it's also on Steam for anybody who wants it via that. I technically got Aseprite from Humble many years ago. But I believe that included a Steam key. Or maybe it didn't. It doesn't matter. I got it directly. I got it directly from Aseprite. I do have Aseprite on Steam. I was misremembering. I have it both on Steam, but also just directly from Aseprite. That was many years ago when I got it. I was spelling it wrong. I was confused. I was like, why is it not showing in my Steam library? I thought I had it. I do have it. Besso's new music. Done thing with this game's hardest fight, I just chewed through in Rogue Trader to do all the numbers and ramble, but prepare yourself, chat. Brace for impact. Rectangle. Gem. Why is there a line there? There shouldn't be, but it's fine, I suppose, because it will triangulate when it gets put into Blender anyway, when it gets put into Unity anyway. Tablet I'm looking at is $13. What fucking tablet is $13? Jesus Christ, that sounds like a scam. It's on Amazon sale. You can still get scammed on Amazon. Just because it's on Amazon doesn't mean it's legit. Also, nice, Stas. Nice. Fear the nun with a gun. Mm-hmm. You know what would be cool, actually? Is it in here? Thank you for your help. Bye. Okay, bye. Hello. I'm having a thought. Help, I'm having a thought. Oh!
Holy heckin' jazz cabbage, it's a blue fluff ball with eyeballs.
Eat me.
Spank my butt and call me smitten, can you be my Discord kitten?
Yesn't. Maybe. Depends. For you. How are you doing, darling? How's your day? Where's the square transparent? That's what I'm after. There we go.
She said maybe. I'm in.
Opacity lock and white. The whole thing white. And then black. Make this black. File, save as, square. What should I call this? Stencil? Stencil's probably the correct word. Alpha. Add to my library, yes. Skywolf. Import. Nice. Thank you, Des. The most annoying thing for a YouTuber is that I have to take off my glasses because the eye tracking has issues otherwise. Yes, I think that is a thing that can occur. That is a problem. Because the you know, the whole light reflecting off the lenses scenario. Despite appearances, I'm not actually putting this here, but I'm just doing it here so I can see it. I might put one of these in. Ooh, a fleur de lis is probably a cool thing to put on the signet ring. Right, turn the base color off and the metallic and the roughness. But height, zhunk, like that. There we go. Right, and what I want to do is... What? Stretch for a second. Ugh. I'm going to put this on the inside of the ring, like a watermark. Hallmark, sorry. Like that. Hallmark. Duplicate this a bunch of times. Laugh as the indenting gets deeper and deeper because they're cumulative. Oh boy. Right. Yeah. Lower it a bit more. That'll do. I don't need it to be perfect. It's on the inside. Well, kittens like boxes, that's true. Look, I can't be the only kid that liked a cardboard box fort, alright? When I was a kid and mum and dad got some big thing that came in a big cardboard box, it was PvP between me and the cat, alright? Ah! Oh, okay. Okay then. Celtic Ring isn't going to be able to have the watermark on it, is it? Doesn't have a big enough area, really. That's some sharp cheddar. Nice. We'll give this a go, but I can't imagine it's going to work. because it's going to be so small that it won't translate. I have to put it like here, because that's like the biggest area. Doesn't really translate all that well once it's at that size. Nah, that's just pixels at that point. That's just a smear. That's just a smear. Doesn't mean anything. Okay, Celtic Ring doesn't get one, because it doesn't have space for one. But there we go. I quite like the little detail of the other rings have a little me watermark, hallmark, different words. Okay, and then we're going to do the fleur de lis. I said was a good looking one. There it is. Mask. And then I'm also going to do another layer. I'm going to do a deboss. Basic hard. Add a mask. There we go. Right, I think I said for the wolf I might try a bit of ambient painting, so let's see how it looks. Texture settings, add ambient occlusion. It's a weird effect to see, isn't it? Looks about right. You alright, huh? This landlocked heart with you. I'm just gonna do this, chat. There we go, that was short.
I was on a poo with a spider.
Thanks for sharing! If that got picked up, someone clip it.
Don't clip that.
Thank you, Cut. at you. Thank you, Dan. The power of normal maps. This is one of the key things that Substance really does help with, which is the ability to essentially draw a normal map. It's a little bit awkward there, though. That's a little annoying. I don't think it's hugely noticeable. Not sure I'm fully happy with that. I think that's looking alright, wouldn't you say, guys? Normal map? No normal map. Normal map? No normal map. Makes all the difference. They make any suggestion? Of course then. What is it? What is it? Nostrils, that hole needs to curve round a bit. Oh, you're right. Yes, you're right. Let me have a little look-see. Let me get in this snoofer. Let me get in there. So, this goes a little bit like that. Just like this. Get in that sniffer. Like that. Blah. Let me just smooth that a little bit there. Thank you, Dan. Yay. Yay. I think that's too intense. Normal maps are done, treasure maps are so much better. How dare you insult normal maps? Look at this load-bearing normal map. How dare you? And a little bit of something here on the side. Bit of visual interest. Definitely put more work into one of these rings than the others. I'm gonna get this into Unity, and Unity's gonna destroy all the detail, and I'm gonna cry. The only load I'm worried about bearing is Skull's spine. And then I'm going to soften the edge of that, just so there's a bit of visual interest on the side. I don't know if it works or not. Here we go. That looks kind of sick, if I do say so myself. You've done yourself. Oh, thank you. I knew how I wanted it to look in my head, and it was very much a trust the process thing, because I was like, I can't get it to look how I want until we get to substance. So, you know, I come with that, and I'm like, trust the process. Trust the process. It's gonna be fine. Yes, yes, hello. I'm gonna drink some water. Detail on the side, you could do wings. Oh, holy shit, you're right, I could do wings. Holy shit. She's cooking, everyone. She's cooking. She's cooking for the pair of us. She's such a good wife. You're so right, bestie. Do I have a stamp that would work for this, or shall I by hand? I have a stamp that would work for this. All the Somna stamps. Got these ones, but they're not quite the vibe, I feel. I got the leaf one, which ironically isn't bad. I might freehand it. Hello, Halcyon Crystal. How you doing? I might freehand it. Let's see. Because even though it would be upside down, my instinct is kind of to, like, go downwards. Let's go down here. Turned this on. Weird question, how does your asset library look like? Need inspiration? I don't have a lot of assets in my library, honestly. If you're referring to my Substance Painter asset library, I mostly have my logo in there and like some stamps that I like. That's kind of it. If you're referring to my shop, of assets, can you find it? Of stuff that I make, I've made an avatar base. I've made a scarf, I've made an hourglass, I've made a book, I've made clothing, I've made textures, I've made gloves, I've made a Christmas antler thing, I made a tail. And now I'm making rings. Thank you, Cool. Jesus. Just the street having an argument, you know. You know how it goes. Disappearing soon to Warhammer. Take care. Should be back 10. Okay. Have fun. Hmm. Hmm. Not happy with that. Start again. Delete your art. Okay. Planning on putting some emissions for Lord of the Ring type looks? I don't know yet. Maybe. Maybe. What do we think of that, guys? The area around it looks a bit... let me duplicate this. Let me try flipping it. In the sense of this one is raised. Yeah, you like him, Dan? Oh yeah, guys. I literally just remembered this. There's probably not going to be a Sunday stream. Because we're gonna go celebrate Spook's mom's birthday. Her birthday's on Monday, but on Sunday we're celebrating, so kinda can't miss that. So no Sunday stream. What do we think? Let me maybe soften the edges on it slightly. Nice. That do be looking pretty sick. Right, let me try Core's idea. Texture settings. Emissive. Emissive and black mask. Right, I didn't actually set the emissive channel to do anything. Ooh, suddenly glowing! Let's make a bunch of this wolf details. We're not keeping that one. Weirdly, I kind of like it without, but I'll leave the layer there as an option for people. Impressed, thank you. That is some of my best normal map painting, I think, yeah. I think that is some of my best normal map work. Ooh. Oh, okay. Okay, we'll stick with what we're doing. Car alarm. What the hell? Don't do that. Yep, good old car alarms. Hmm. It's all twisted up there, though. What the? Oh, for God's sake. Work out what is happening with your car, please? It's annoying because it's like, it's close to kind of looking cool, but not quite. Don't fully know how the path works. I've lost where that pattern was now. There it is. I want to do a path, but like a circular path, so that it stays even. Projection. No. Substance, painter, cylindrical path. Uh. Hmm. 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 Uh,
The purpose of this tool is to be more on that later. By default, the point interpolation is a smooth automatic Bezier. But if I want to change it to linear, I can double-click the vertex to make it a sharp corner. Another way I can do this is by selecting a vertex and clicking this icon in the top toolbar. Using this method, I can click and drag multiple points, or Control Command A to select all the points, and then convert them all to corner points at the same time. The same approach can be taken if you want to delete multiple vertices at the same time. Just click and drag and then press delete on your keyboard. Currently, we cannot edit the Bezier handles, but what we can do instead is add in more vertices in between our existing ones. To do this, all we need to do is hover over an existing line and click where we want our new vertex to sit. Don't be afraid to add lots of vertices, particularly if your model has quite complex geometry. Once you're done creating your path, you can complete your path creation by pressing the Escape key or the Enter key. The next time you click on your object, you will then begin making a new path. You can have multiple paths on one paint layer, and as previously mentioned, we can visualize these different paths in the Paths window in the top left of your 3D viewport. Here, we can right-click to copy, cut, paste, duplicate, and remove paths, as well as double-clicking to rename them. Now, let's take a look at the toolbar at the top. Some of these properties you will recognize from the regular brush tool. But let's talk about what's...
Ooh, I felt my computer jittering for a second there. Yep, I can see it happening on stream. Oh, Substance Painter. I kind of wish that this central line wasn't dotted. I kind of wish it was like a straight line. Oh, why have we started stuttering all of a sudden? Just gonna do that. Give it a minute. There we go. Ah. Big stretch. Ooh. Don't do that. Whatever you're doing, stop. I'm guessing I need to mess with the settings to try and make that not overlap. Definitely not. I think I'm going to see about getting me some chocolate chip cookies later. Nice. Ugh. Ugh. We have to go grocery shopping. The thing is someone felt like it, they 100% could like texture the Lord of the Rings thing on that, but I don't know how. I feel like you could copy and paste it and trace it here. Maybe in the same way that I imported this as an image, maybe, but I'd have to like get the text as an image. Though to be fair, I don't think I shouldn't, because legally the image of that text probably is copyrighted, and this is a product that will be on sale for money. If it was free, I'd probably be okay. Find the letters and make your own words? Well, that's the thing, it's written in Elvish, isn't it? So, See, that would be fine. Why did I start the seam on the top? That was dumb. I should have started the seam, like, on the side. Or on the underside. Because literally on the top is right where it's notice. The script has to be around somewhere. It has to be. Has to be. But that's the thing, is that fonts also aren't free. Some fonts do require commercial licenses if you're going to make profit on them. So and I feel like the Lord of the Rings Elvish font probably isn't a commercially free font. Just got a faint feeling that that's probably not a thing. I'm annoyed that that doesn't line up properly. That's so irritating that it doesn't line up. Ooh, ooh. There we go. There we go. There's a pretty bit of embossing. Swirl embossing. There we go. You've played Outer Wilds? No, I watched a playthrough. I enjoyed it very much. I don't own it. but I liked it a lot, and the music is mwah. Love Outer Wilds. Became a hyper-focus for like 2 weeks. I watched a bunch of playthroughs, once watched a bunch of theory videos, read the wiki. Became a bit of a hyper-focus for me. It's good. I like it, even though I've not played it. There we go. Okay, I think maybe that's the ring textures done. Frankly. Just got our simple gem ones. We've got the embossed, the signet one, which I've put the fleur-de-lis on. This one was meant to be plain, and I've ended up putting a design on it. So that's going to be just like an optional thing. Boobies, thank you for the bit. It's my favourite indie game of all time. It is a freaking great game. It is a freaking great game. Part of me almost wishes that I had played it, but alas, as you know, it is a game that you kind of have to go in blind to. So in having watched a playthrough, I almost kind of can't play it now, in a way. Because I know, and it's a game about knowing, and I know, so... But I do recommend it to people, and I will say like, oh yeah, I recommend it, and don't look stuff up online, because it's good. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Because I do this thing where I kind of mark my year with songs. Because I mark my year with songs, literally right there is Outer Wilds. That's where my Outer Wilds obsession happened. Even more bits!
Gotta give all the love to the Blue Mom.
Thank you!
Bluesk11 Pet.
Ah, thank you. Got the DLC vinyl. Ooh, I bet that's nice. I was going to listen to the DLC one next. Echoes of the Eye. Also good. There's something... oh, I bet the vinyl version of... You know the song that, like, the strangers are, like, playing / singing inside the thing? I'm trying to be vague in case people here are gonna play and I don't spoil it. There's something really, like, chilling about that track. The creepy one, yeah, I bet that's amazing on vinyl. Let me find it. Outer Wilds. Echoes of the Eye. Which, oh fuck, I've forgotten what it's called. Is it the Eternal Halls? No, that's not it. Which one is it? No, not this one. To be fair, a lot of the Echoes of the Eye tracks are quite creepy. A lot creepier than the base game. Blue is now my Discord kitten. Yeah. The Lord of the Rings needs to commercialise that there are Lord of the Rings inspired fonts that don't. Interesting. Oh no, it is this one. It is this one. I bet this track is awesome on vinyl. I think we're done with the texture. I think this is done. Rings. Select folder. River's one of my favorites in the DLC. I really like the river. I also, I like the song that I chose to sort of represent, the like that like section in my playlist is literally the Echoes of the Eye. The one that plays when it like reveals the entire timeline to you, like the entirety of what happened. This one. This is the one that I picked because I can picture the scene happening. I love this. This track tells a story. It's one of the games I don't touch music remix wise. You know what? Fair. You want to hear when I made and then decided not to continue because I cannot temper with perfection? Yes, I do want to hear it. I always want to hear it. No, no, it's not a piss track. Shut up, Dan. No. I also love Traveler's Encore, which is the same as the one from the base game, but it has the stranger, the prisoner's instrument added in. Okay, that's all done. Save. Are these all named because this substance file will be included. Silver, gold, marks, signet rings, wolfring details, eye. Delete that bit there. Traveler's Encore, wow, okay. I love the leitmotif so much. Yep. Cry with this soundtrack without fail. It's so good. It's so good. And you don't even realize like how good it is when you're playing, and it's like only afterwards when you've gone through everything that you're like, holy shit. Save that, and then we're going to open this one. There you go, Traveler's Encore. Sent. I'm going to listen to that off stream. That's a treat. That's a treat. Especially because I'm going to be finishing soon. It was more than a year ago. Dang. Yeah, I discovered Outer Wilds this year. Is it weird to like love a game so much and you've never even played it? I suppose not when we live in the time of Let's Plays. I would actually like your opinion on it. Okay, I will. I'm sure I'm going to love it. I have to prepare for Mother to arrive, so I'll see you all Sunday, probs. Okay, bye then. Have a good time. Enjoy the time with your mom. Which of these is freaking... That was not the button I wanted to press. I forgot what thing I need to plug in here. I know that for the normal map to work, there needs to be a thing that I plug in there. And I've forgotten what it is, and I feel like my other materials probably don't have it set up either. There we go. Set that up properly. Let me put the river on. Where do I put the ambient occlusion? Blender, ambient occlusion. Where do I plug that in? Okay, but where do I plug it in, though? Where in the heck do I plug in ambient occlusion? Jesus, I didn't realize it was this complicated in Blender to have an ambient occlusion map. Yikes, I probably won't bother in that case. Okay, non-color. Normal. Nope, normal strength. Normal strength. Normal into normal, but we want you to be in there. Like that. And then a metallic and roughness. So shiny. Okay. Hi, Cash. I forget what ambient occlusion do again. I don't know if this is like technically accurate, but in my brain, I think of it as a kind of baked shadows. Is how I think of ambient occlusion. How you doing? Look at this ring. I think I cooked. Very shiny in this. Pull back the shininess a little bit. I think I cooked. How are you feeling today? I hope you're feeling better. Fancy to get a break. Woke up not really able to move, so I think my spine collapsed on the knob and pinched it again. Oh no! Oh, I'm sorry. So yes, you did. Thank you. Oh gosh. I hope that goes away or gets fixed soon. Yikes. I think I need to fix the origin on it though. I would like the origin to be actually in the center of the loop. So I'm going to select like the inner ring like that. Shift S. Nope. Shift S, cursor to selected. Interesting. There we go. Shift S, cursor to selected, like that. And then we're going to go object mode, and then we want to go object, set origin to cursor. There we go. So when people scale it up, it scales it from the center rather than from the wolf. It eventually releases the nerf. Oof. I hope it releases it, like, quickly. Yikes. Yeah, God, you have my sympathy. You have been having a real rough time of it lately. Feels awful, man. Right, so that one's in the center. That one's in the center. Oops. That one's in the center. That one is in the center. As is that one. And that one is also in the center. I also really like this one. This one came out nice. Now I have to export them all individual FBXs. Fun. I love weave bands. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. This one especially would look great. Like, they're all rings, technically. Like, I've made them, like, ring scale. But this one in particular would look great as, like, a bracelet, a tail band, like an anklet. I feel like that one would just look great anywhere. Yes. So yeah, this is the next thing that's coming up on the shop. Need more tail bangles? Well, here you go. Here you go. There you go. Made one. Yeah, this is a pack. Pack of 6. You get all 6. A plain one that I've put some nice embossing on, but that's just a normal map, so you could take the normal map off it and just have it plain. If I went into the shader here, I want to be on ring 1, so if I literally just unplug this, gets rid of it. She can have it plain. Yay! And then we've got the signet ring. I would just put a fleur-de-lis on it because I didn't know what to put on it, but you could put anything on there. You could just put a picture on it in Substance. You could put, like, you know, someone's logo on there. As an example. As an example, you could put a certain someone's logo on there, maybe. Oh, face tracker's gone again. It's been misbehaving all week. And then we got the wolf ring. Load-bearing normal map. Ah! No, it's gone. It's gone. It is what it is. You could put a spirit's face on it. I mean, you could, yes. Look at this. I unplugged this and it just becomes that. I posted a photo of this on Blue Sky yesterday. Load-bearing normal map. Anyway. Right, I think it's list time. Rings to do for Monday. Okay, so we need to export each, I can't type, each ring as an FBX. Import into Unity. Set up materials in Unity. We need to add to a base for photos. We need to go a NACE, yep. Because I'm going to have a 2-day break from this. So I'm going to sit down on Monday and go, what the hell was I doing? Go into VRC to take in-game photos. Make store page, which includes thumbnails, including thumbnails, because last time I forgot to take a bloody thumbnail photo of the book, so I had to very quickly go back and grab one. And I think that's everything. Oh. Social media posts. I can't spell. Social media posts. I think that is the to-do list for these. And then the long part is going to be like in exporting each individual ring separately. So yeah. Ooh, big stretch. Am I forgetting anything? Sounds so tiring. Yes! How it be when you want to put stuff on your shop? Done it a couple of times now, so I'm well practiced, but it just takes so long. I thought I would get this finished and into VR today, and I've only just got this finished. I thought I would get to, like, here. I thought I would get to here today, but I've got to do all of that. Because I spent most of today doing the texturing, but I mean, it was worth it. So yeah. Lots to do. Very worth. Okay. Have I forgetting anything else? Write basic how to. You'd be surprised. I've encountered so many people who actually do legitimately know nothing about VRC Unity at all, which is valid. So even just adding in a text document, which is, hey, if you want to put this on your avatar, drag and drop it onto your avatar. You'd be surprised how many people need just that. Okay, I think that is everything I have to do on this, though. I would love if I could get that all done on Monday, but I feel like I won't. Because everything always takes longer than I think it will. So it might be Wednesday. If it takes until next Friday to get this live, I feel like something probably went wrong. But yeah, that's probably everything for that, I think. I'll wake up in the middle of the night in a cold sweat going, I forgot something! No, it'll be fine. I'm going to increment this. This is going to be number 6. And this is going to be the export. Save. There we go. So we have different stages of file. Incremental save so we can go back if we need to. Alright, have them all turned on. Okay. Right, that is where I'm going to end stream. And close my 5 billion tabs. Come over here. Over. Right, let's have a look-see. Big stretch. Okay. Right, it's Friday, so I won't be raiding because we're going to be having a second stream in 3-ish hours for community night because I've been having a week. We're just doing Minecraft because we have a community Minecraft server. If you want information on how to join that, it is in the Discord. And yeah, I'm just going to have some chill Minecraft tonight with all of you guys. So that should be fun. So thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope the rest of your day goes well. If I don't see you, have a good weekend. As I said, I'm probably not going to see you Sunday. I don't think we're going to be streaming because we have a birthday to go to. So we'll just be back with this on Monday. So good stuff. Okay. Is that everything? Yeah, I think that's everything. Right. Time to go grocery shopping. I'll see you soon. Have fun. Take care. Bye-bye.